Achieving fluency in just a week by following this routine is possible? No, it is not possible. Actually, here our main motive is not fluency but consistency. You heard me right. You know what, guys? Consistency is directly proportional to fluency. So, if you get to know how to tackle with this consistency, then you will definitely become fluent in this language one day. So, how to deal with this consistency and how to fight against this consistency in order to reach that fluency? Actually, whenever we want to be consistent in our lives, we will be consistent up to 2 days or 3 days. Hardly. Am I right? Like after passing 3 or 4 days, we lose that consistency and we lose interest and motivation. That will be really fading away, all that interest after passing 3 days. What might be the reason behind it? It is about the routine that we follow or the routine that we inject in our lives or in that particular journey. So actually here also we had to inject very strict routine or schedule into our language, English language journey. So that is the main thing that we have to do. So what kind of things and what kind of stuff we have to do every single day to achieve this consistency? That is also a very, very important thing, right? So before I'm gonna talk about the routine, I just want to tell you one thing all. Whenever we are gonna learn any language, we often ask ourselves one question. Before we are gonna kickstart our speaking journey, we always ask this question. That is, how long it's gonna take me to reach this fluency? This is the question that really pesters us every time. This is the question that roams in our mind every single day. Right? If you ask me exactly this question, I can never say the proper answer or certain answer because it completely varies from person to person. If we talk about your ability and if we talk about my ability, it is completely different. Am I right? Your learning ability and grasping power and your capability in learning this language is different from mine, and mine is also different from you. So you can never compare yourself with any other person in this language. Never think that she achieved fluency in just 6 months or 1 year, so I will be also able to achieve fluency in just 6 months just like her. How can you expect to excel in this language by just spending 6 months? It is not possible. Just because she or he achieved, that doesn't mean you can also achieve. Here I am not trying to undermine or here I am not trying to demotivate you, but I am just trying to tell you the reality. Because every time whenever we are learning this language, we are just thinking and we are just making up our mind that okay, I'm gonna achieve this fluency in just 1 year. So I'm just gonna do one thing. I'm gonna spend all these days for up to 1 year this language, and after passing 1 year, what happens? We don't get that fluency and we end up doing nothing and we end up getting not fluency and we end up feeling down in the dumps. This is what really gonna happen. So just do not set long-term goals. Here we expected or we assumed ourselves to achieve fluency in just 1 year. So this is what we expected, but at the end of the year, what happened? We didn't get, because it is a long-term goal. So that is why we have to just break these long-term goals into short-term by just doing these activities for 1 week. Try to maintain that consistency or that routine, whatever we are following, just try to maintain that consistency for about that 1 week. Don't try to build castles in the air by just thinking I'm gonna achieve this fluency in just 6 months. All I have to do is just sit in front of the mobile and watch some stuff in English and then I will achieve in just 6 months. No, this is not gonna happen, because we often bombard with a lot of YouTube videos which says achieve fluency in 6 months or achieve fluency in 1 year. It is not gonna happen in our reality, in our real life. So just accept it. I know that it is a bitter truth, but we have to accept it. and just make up your mind and just be determined until you achieve this fluency, no matter how long it's going to take you. What is so rush about the fluency, getting fluency in your language? It is not about the fluency, it is about the consistency. As I told you earlier, if you can achieve this consistency, then you will definitely able to achieve this fluency in no time, in just a snap of a finger maybe. Yes, so that is where all that magic lies. So if we talk about the routine, what kind of routine do we have to follow, especially for beginners, because they do not know what kind of routine they have to follow or what kind of schedule they have to make every single day to achieve fluency or this consistency. They often get puzzled, like should I watch video, should I listen to any podcast, or should I write something in English to get consistency in this language? So here what you have to do is, just let me tell you a story of mine so that you will get to know. It is a short story. Okay, when I was learning this language, I used to do only one thing, that is watching YouTube videos. That is the only thing I often do. Even now also I watch YouTube videos and I learn English by watching YouTube videos itself. So how to watch YouTube videos? Here also it depends on how you watch, how you are watching videos. So always be mindful how you are watching. That means whenever you watch a video in YouTube, you have to be attentive and you have to be fully focused, not disturbed. Without being disturbed, you have to watch that video every single day, whatever the video you watch. So actually here there would be some learners who might say, I'm very busy, I'm not getting enough time to learn this language because I'm a student and I'm an employee. This type of answers we get. Whenever we talk about the time, like how much time do I have to spend to achieve or to improve or to polish up my English speaking skills, then I would say it is okay even if you can spend 10 minutes of your time or 5 minutes of your time. Something is always better than nothing. So you just do not think I'm not getting enough time. Just do not come up with complaints and excuses. It is okay if you are not able to spend 1 hour time. Instead of 1 hour, you can spend 10 minutes of your time there. Do not say that you are not even getting 10 minutes of time. It is all about the priority, guys. If you are really willing to achieve this fluency, then you must and should pay some time to achieve this fluency, right? So you know what, when I was learning this language, I used to not get time, just like you, because I was a student that time and I was pursuing my studies and I could not make my time to achieve this fluency or to learn. I could not make enough time to learn this language. So what I used to do, you do not believe me if I say that I used to wake up early in the morning around 5 o'clock to just learn this language. Yes, I used to spend around 2 hours, like a 5 to 6 or 6 to 7. These 2 hours to just watch YouTube video one, especially 2 times. Yes, not only 1 time, 2 times, because I could not grasp whatever they are saying in that video. So I used to spend so much time on watching videos, only one particular video multiple times. I used to watch that videos. I used to especially watch cartoon videos. You might be asking why I always prefer watching cartoon videos, because they use very lucid language and very simple sentences. I really like cartoon videos and animated stories. It is about the animated stories. So whenever I used to come across any simple vocabulary or any idioms or any sentence also, I used to note it down, the whole sentence, in my notebook. I used to maintain a notebook and I used to jot down every single sentence, whichever I think that is going to be useful in my future conversation, then I used to jot down it in my book. So this is what I used to do. So never come up with complaints that I do not have enough time. Try to wake up a bit early. half an hour early, the way you used to wake up every single day, so that you can make time for learning this language. If you are really eager, and if you are really zealous to achieve this fluency, then you will definitely find a way. You will find a way to achieve this fluency, or to polish up your English speaking skills. So this is the thing that you have to do. Watching videos in YouTube, you already got to know how to watch YouTube videos. Turn on subtitles and just read along with the subtitles, and if you get to come across any kind of vocabulary word that you do not know, and just jot it down in your book, and later you can browse it in the Google. So this is what all you got to do. If you are not interesting, if you have do not any interest, then you can also do one thing. Then you can just easily listen to English songs. That is the thing that you have to do. You can do any activity. Here I'm not telling you only have to do this type of activity in your English journey. No, it is not like that. If you are not interested in watching YouTube videos, you can go for anything, like listening to podcast, or reading something, or writing something. Reading also plays a very pivotal role in learning this language or improving this language. Reading really important in achieving this fluency. So I used to read a lot, means a lot. Initially I was afraid of reading books and reading newspaper, but after passing some weeks and some days, I pushed myself to read books, and I started reading books. And when I started, I used to feel sleepy, and I used to feel boredom, and I used to feel like it is a really monotonous task for me. It is not a cup of tea, it is not my job. This is how I used to feel to myself. But after passing 1 month of getting this habit, I completely indulged, and I completely fell in love with this habit. Yes, you know what, when you can take up the habit of reading English, you will definitely initially feel that in this way, in the same way, you will get boredom, and you will feel sleepy, and you don't even feel like reading anything anytime at all. This is how you feel, but you just have to push yourself forward. That is the only thing you have to do. Just push yourself out of that comfortable zone and start reading it. No matter how bored and how stressful you feel, it is okay, but only for some days. But after passing that complicated time, you will definitely able to achieve that problem also, and you will definitely able to tackle with that reading problem also. So please try to get rid of the fear of reading English in your journey also. So these are the activities that you have to do, that we often do. So this is how I used to read, and I used to watch videos, and listening to the podcast also. Listening to the podcast before you are going to hitting the sack. That means before you are going to hit your bed. Whenever you are going to sleep, you just listen to anything, any podcast or any music as well. It is okay for you. It is okay. Even if you are listening to a music like songs, English, Hollywood songs, you can opt for Hollywood songs, and you can try to just sing along with the lyrics of that particular song, whatever you are just trying to listen. If it is not possible for you to keep up with the pace of the singer, then you can do one thing, you shift to the English podcast. These are the activities, these are normal activities that we often do, right? But here, the main thing is how we are executing these activities. If you are not interested in watching or listening podcast, anything, then you can shift to any other thing like reading books. Reading books is a great way to escape yourself from this busy or from this noisy or commotion environment. It will take you to the peaceful world. So try to read a book. If you do not like that, you can try to pick up a book and try to immerse yourself in that book. So this is what you can do. I am not forcing you to do all these activities every single day. You just do 2 activities. If you are doing listening and if you are reading, then it is okay. For the next day, what you can do is or you can watch any YouTube video. So that to ask yourself one question, that is, what kind of activities really attract my attention, and really I feel so focused and determined in that type of activity. If you are comfortable with that activity, then go for it and start doing it for multiple days, up to 1 week. So this is the thing that you have to do simply. If you are consistently doing all these activities for 1 week, then you are set to go to achieve this fluency also. Yes, but the thing here is you have to be determined, you have to be patient. Becoming patient is very, very important. We often get impatient when we are not getting the result that we expect. Actually, it is not a rocket science. It is not a rocket science to achieve this consistency by just following any like a routine for 1 week. It is not a rocket science. We can achieve it. I am just telling you, it is okay even if you are spending half an hour instead of 1 hour. It is fine. But here you have to do it with your all focus and with your all attention. That is, this journey is not going to be a piece of cake. Of course, it is going to be very complicated. It is going to be stressful, and it is going to be a burdensome journey for you. But listen to me one thing. After crossing this phase, this beginner phase, you will definitely start falling in love with this language. You will definitely start enjoying this language learning journey. So please try to force yourself and try to break the bubble of that comfortable zone or the comfortable area that you have been living in. So you just break the bubble and come out of it, come out of your shell, and start doing the activity. Whatever the activity you do, whatever the activity you like, just do that. Follow it for 7 days, only for 7 days, and then you will definitely amazed. You will be actually amazed to see the result by the end of that week. I swear. I'm not going to say you will definitely achieve this type of this much of fluency, 20% or 30% of fluency. No, it is not about the fluency. As I told you earlier, you will definitely achieve this consistency, at the same time a bit fluency. Before you are expecting something, you have to put efforts, right? Without putting efforts and expecting something to happen is just like waiting for a boat at the airport. Yes, that means you are doing wrong things. If you are really doing the right thing in a systematic way and in a proper way, then who can stop you from achieving this fluency? Then who can stop you from achieving your goal? Nobody can. You will definitely become invincible one day. But till that time, please be patient and follow and try to maintain a strict routine or schedule for these 7 days, and then you will see a magical result in your language journey and in your speaking way also. Try to speak every single day. Try to for about 10 minutes. This is how you have to maintain a routine. That is it. Okay, I'm just giving you this task to you. Just create your own routine and follow it for 7 days. It is okay. Do not think about the time, how much time you are spending. But it is going to be very wrong of you if you are not spending at least 10 minutes of time. I'm not gonna say by just spending 10 minutes you can learn so much, and you can learn so many things in this language, but at least we are gonna learn a bit, right? That is very important in our life. That is very important in our journey. That is really gonna add up to our fluency. So why should we worry about of not getting 100% result when we are actually getting 10% instead of 0% result, right? So just be determined and just be focused in this whole week, and you will definitely see a huge, or you can say a massive growth in your learning journey. That is all I wanted to say. I'll catch you in my next video. Till that time, please keep on smiling and keep on growing. Bye bye.